Hello, this is Mary with Mango Math, and this lesson is called What Side Are You On? Polygon. And it's a lesson that deals with the classification of two-dimensional figures. Your packet will have this lesson in it where the back side will be directions, step-by-step directions in which the students can follow. So this is working on different classifications of polygons. And we have this board here in which we're trying to get as many of these circles filled in with your color counter as possible. So this game can be played with 2 students, or it can be played with 4 students with 2 students working together. They will have, within this lesson, they'll have what's called Anglegs, which are different sides to any shape, and they're going to be various sizes that they can put together to make their polygon. And they'll also have 2 dice that are numbered 1 to 3. The dice will be rolled first, and the students will add those 2 numbers together to determine what side, how many sides their polygon will have. Now know that if you roll 2 ones, that you'll get the answer of 2, and there's no polygons that have 2 sides, so you are to roll again. So let's say you rolled this 1 and the 3, and you add that up and you have 4. So then you are going to use the Anglegs to create a polygon, and you are going to then try to make sure you follow all the characteristics of that polygon. So if you're going to make something that's a right triangle, or being a square, you're going to need 4 of the same length of Anglegs. And you are going to then, I'm going to replicate these. You're then going to put those together so that you form that square. So once you have that square formed, all the students will look at it, make sure that it is exactly a square, that all sides have right angles, and that all sides are equal. Then you will fill in that circle with your counter. And so then the next person will go and roll the dice. Let's say they also rolled a 4, and they then have to figure out what size shape they're going to, what type of quadrilateral that they're going to make. And so they have these different options of rectangles, rhombus, kites, parallelograms, and trapezoids. So they're going to use those Anglegs to create one of those shapes and then fill in the circle with their color counter. So the person who has the most circles filled in with their counters wins the game. Now, if somebody's filled in the square one, you cannot put a counter on top of another counter. So that person gets to keep their square. If you want to, you can add in that if you roll 2 ones, you can either cover up any one of the circles with your marker, or you can take off any one of those circles of your opponent's marker. So it's up to you on if you want to do that with make it a little more competitive. But it's a great game that helps you learn how to classify polygons.